The Rajasthan Royals, who found themselves at the bottom of the table yesterday, after today's victory, find themselves skyrocket to number 5 on the points table. As for the Chennai Super Kings, it's virtually over barring a mathematical probability. I say this with a lump in my throat, but is this the end of the road? Is this the end of an era for MS Dhoni and the men in yellow? My name is Adarsh, and you are watching AB's Cricket Diary.
I feel Chennai will win this game.
Now, there was a slight hope that Chennai would win this and the table will get interesting, but Rajasthan was the better team on the field.
I'm going with Rajasthan.
Not so much gut feeling, but it was right, wasn't it?
I'm going with Rajasthan too. I'm aware that I predicted the Chennai Super Kings to lose this, but this is one prediction that I wish I lost. The stage was set. It was game 200 for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the most by any player in the Indian Premier League. Millions of his fans were tuned in, just like I was, hoping for some MSD magic. The great man went out to toss, decided to bat, and they ended up with 125, with Ravindra Jadeja being the top scorer with 35. Jofra Archer, as usual, and the two leggies Rahul Tewatia and Shreyas Gopal were brilliant with the ball. And in reply, Jos Buttler served the Chennai bowlers a 48-ball 70 and comfortably got them across the line with 7 wickets to spare.
Rajasthan have their own set of spin twins in Tewatia and Shreyas Gopal, and both of them today bowled 8 overs amongst themselves, and they only conceded 32 runs for 2 wickets. And you know, that middle phase is where Rajasthan really sealed the game, because they never let CSK get away with it. Not one boundary was scored, and to keep batsmen like Dhoni and Jadeja tied down, well, it was quite a performance. Most batsmen struggled on that wicket. Jos Buttler just took his time to get going, there was no doubt. But then once he did, he switched gears and then he took Rajasthan over the line. It was his calm and his composure really that held that innings together, with most of them struggling. CSK's batsmen, they should have probably taken some time to understand how the wicket was playing and then, you know, sort of go after it. But even in those middle overs where the spinners were operating, there was no real push, you know, to get on with the innings and, you know, accelerate later. The only intent that really was visible was from Jadeja, but really nobody else, and that cost them in the end. Jofra Archer had a horror time actually at long gone today. Not just did he misfield twice, where, you know, once even it went to the boundary and that was like regulation. He dropped a regulation catch. It doesn't happen very often, but yeah, it was quite funny to see.
MSC makes a comeback in our Life Gyan segment, and honestly, he's been here quite a few times before. We saw him at the post-game presentation talk about the process being more important than the result. And it's not the first time he's spoken about it. He's spoken about it a bunch of times. He talks about how important the process is. And, you know, we've become so result-oriented as a people that we often forget to enjoy the process. It's something that I believe in as well. And we saw him towards the end also handle the whole thing with so much grace and humility and class. He had his chest out, he had his chin up, he had a smile on his face, and that's how you keep marching on. It's the Kings 11 Punjab versus the Delhi Capitals. Can the battle scarred Kings 11 Punjab do something special here? Can they make it to the qualifiers? Time will tell.
And for Delhi Capitals is the century man Shikhar Dhawan, Kagiso Rabada and Akshar Patel. A must-win game for Kings 11 Punjab, and for Kings 11 Punjab, the impact players. The informed KL Rahul, the universe boss Chris Gale and the beautiful Yorker specialist Mohammad Shami. Now, as much as I want Punjab to win this one, Delhi seem really strong. My prediction, the Delhi Capitals.
Although Kings 11 are on their way to resurgence, I'm still backing Delhi Capitals just for the fact that they're a more well-rounded unit.
I've always believed that this Kings 11 Punjab team has some special players. KL Rahul, Mohammad Shami, Mayank Agarwal, Ravi Bishnoi, Chris Gale. This is an exciting team and I am backing the underdogs. So we've got Sandeep Verma who says, how do I put it? Watching ABCD has become my evening ritual before the gameplay. You three are doing great. Thank you so much, Sandeep. It means so much to us. You have no idea. And Vaishnavi says, the trio is always superb. I'm backing the Chennai Super Kings. Well, tough luck, Vaishnavi, but thank you for all your love. 3 IPL titles, 2 Champions League titles, highest win percentage of 61.3, most appearances in the playoffs 10, most appearances in the finals 8, only team to make it to the qualifiers in every single edition, number 8 on the table this time virtually of the tournament. Such is life. My name is Adarsh. You've been watching AB's Cricket Diary. I thank you for your company and I look forward to your company again tomorrow.